Hey everyone, my last video, signs you know your boyfriend is not ready to be your husband, was a really great success. I want to thank everyone for your support and for your encouragement and for sharing it with others. I want to keep these video series going, so today's video is signs your girlfriend is not ready to be your wife. So number one, she is emotionally and psychologically unstable. Sometimes, guys, I know that we will overlook a woman's emotional or psychological difficulties because she treats us very well or because she's really pretty. But trust me when I tell you, her emotional and psychological problems are only going to intensify after you marry her. You don't want a woman who has those difficulties. You want your girlfriend to spend time working on her own soul and her own development so that when she becomes your wife, she's healthy and solid. Number two, she's financially out of control. Now that financial out of control could be a variety of things. It could be she spends too much money. Could be she doesn't save any money. Maybe she doesn't pay her bills on time. Maybe she can't balance a checkbook. Whatever area it is that she's financially out of control, trust me, this is going to be a source of great stress and conflict in your marriage. You don't want a woman who is financially out of control being your wife. Trust me when I tell you. Number three, she's not willing to follow. She always has to be in charge. See, a wife is called by God to submit to her husband's leadership. Now, I know that submission is a often misunderstood concept. So let me take a moment to explain it. Submission does not mean a wife will follow her husband blindly and silently. Submission does not mean she has no say over decisions. Submission doesn't mean she has no influence over the direction of the family. And submission doesn't mean a wife loses her identity or gives up or ignores her own gifts and talents. Submission means a wife gives up her desire for control and rather cooperates with her husband as he seeks to lead the family. A famous author by the name of John Piper says it this way. He says, submission is the divine calling of a wife to honor and affirm her husband's leadership and to help carry it through according to her gifts. So guys, if your girlfriend will never and has never followed your leadership, she's not ready to be your wife. Number four, she openly and consistently shows you disrespect. Nothing drives a man further away from a woman than disrespect. And if she's disrespecting you now, whether that's privately, socially, emotionally, verbally, psychologically, if she's doing it now, it will only get worse after you get married to her. You do not want to marry a woman who shows you disrespect. Number five, she's so personally focused that she has no desire to help you accomplish your dreams or goals. See, a wife is not only called to submit to her husband, but a wife is called to be a helper to her husband. That word helper means the same, it has the same meaning as God is our helper. It is of massive significance and importance. And listen, guys, we will never be able to accomplish all of our dreams and goals without the support and help of our wives. You can accomplish some goals, but you'll never get them to the fullest potential without the help of your wife. So if your girlfriend is just unwilling and unable to help you now, it's a sign she's not ready to be your wife. And number six, she does not have a personal growing relationship with God. See, a wife is called to submit to her husband as she submits unto God. So if she doesn't submit her own life unto God, how is she possibly going to submit her life to your leadership if she can't do it to God first? So you want her to have a strong, growing, healthy relationship with God because it will be a sign that she is ready to be your wife. Now listen, if your girlfriend has some or all of these signs, it doesn't mean she can never be your wife. It just means she can't be your wife right now. But here's the good news. The good news is as she sees these signs that she has and she takes intentional effort to correct and fix them, it shows you she's on the right path and that the potential for her to be your wife is there. But if she doesn't correct the signs and keeps living as she is, it tells you everything you need to know. Well, I hope this video has been helpful to you. Please share it with your friends and family members. And as always, thank you so much for listening to me today. Thanks again.